What's up, folks? How's it going? This is Avish here, and welcome to DevOps Challenge Hub. So, I hope that you are going through videos one after another. So, like today, we'll be discussing some scenario-based question. So, today will be the part one, and tomorrow it will be the part two. So, before you come to this scenario-based question, I will recommend you go through the previous questions of this AWS Devops playlist. Okay. So, let's start with today's interview question, and we'll go through some of the scenario-based questions. So what happens when you upload an object to a bucket without specifying a storage class? You haven't specified the storage class. What happens? So by default storage class, we know that is S3 standard. So default storage class will be the storage class. Default storage class is S3 standard. It provides 99.999 11.9 availability and 99.99% low latency. So this is ideal for frequently accessed data. So data is stored redundantly across multiple available regions in the same region. So default storage class will be S3 standard. That is the default storage class. What step would you take if your application is seeing slow download speed from S3? Download speed from S3. What actions will you take? So if you are seeing slow download speed from S3, as we have discussed in earlier interview questions, we can enable S3 transfer acceleration. Right? S3 transfer acceleration, it upload download will be faster because uh, upload and download will happen through the edge location, and rest of the travel will happen through the optimized network of AWS internal optimized network. So this we have already discussed. So one option is to enable S3 transfer acceleration. Then we can enable cloud from CDN for faster global delivery. Then we can check whether the bucket is closer to your user. Suppose your bucket you have created in Mumbai region, but most of your users are from US. So then you should have created your bucket in the US region. So that also you have to check. Then check network latency and download concurrency. How many downloads are getting, like how many downloads are happening concurrently. You can go for multi-part uploads if upload or download is happening right. Ma, you can do multi-part. Uh, you can do multi-part downloads that we have discussed earlier. Then we can use S3 byte range fetches for parallel download for specific portion of the file. So here we use S3 select. So S3 select, it's a option which S3 provides. So what it means? Let's say you have a CSV file, like Excel sheet or CSV file, where you have millions of data, millions of sales data across like different countries, like different regions, US, UK, etc. And you don't need to download the whole CSV file. You want to download data for only for US. Now you want to get the sales data only for US region. So without S3 select, what will happen? You have to download this 1 GB CSV file. But with S3 select, you can process it locally to filter the sum cells of US region. So you can send out a query. Query will be running on the server, and then that data will be you can download. So select sum, select amount, S3 object where region equal to US. So S3 processes the query on the server side, scans only the needed data inside the file. It returns just the results, which is much smaller. So you don't need to download the whole file. So this is the S3 select. So there may be a question: what is S3 select, or where will you use it? Why will you use it? Right. And there are the different ways you can take care of the slow download, transfer acceleration, S3 select. You don't need to download the complete file. Then check the region where user is located. Multi-part downloads. Right. Okay. So next question is, how would you design an S3 solution for millions of users uploading files simultaneously? Simultaneously, millions of users are uploading file to S3 bucket. How will you design that solution? You can use pre-signed URL. Generally, like we use pre-signed URL to upload the files for secure direct upload. Pre-signed URL for secure upload. We'll be seeing this later, little like after a few minutes. Then implement multi-part upload. So break into multi-parts and then upload chunk by chunk. And then randomized key prefixes so that performance hotspot is not created. So what is performance hotspot, right? So like if everyone is tapping on this area, like if everyone is doing some activity which is like creating load, let's say on this particular area on the mobile phone, then it becomes hotspot. But if I am doing something action here, some people doing action here, like, I'm giving one example. It's a mobile phone may not be the idle case, but if like same bucket, all the files are getting uploaded, that becomes the hotspot. So in bucket XYZ, someone is uploading, that time someone will upload ABC bucket, another bucket, right? So if you can distribute that, then hotspot won't be created. And that way also, millions of users when uploading, you can take in care. Then you have lifecycle policies because millions of users means a lot of data will be there. So you don't need to keep all the data in frequent access. Later you want to move it to archival or because those are less expensive, less costly, right? Like Glacier, infrequent access. Then you can use S3 transfer acceleration for faster upload. You can implement retry logic, client-side retry logic. So the other things you can do for if multiple people, like millions of people, are uploading files simultaneously. There are things you will take care. Pre-signed URLs, multi-part uploads, randomized key hot prefixes to avoid the hotspot. To avoid the hotspot. Event notification, enable event notification for further processing. How would you integrate S3 with CI/CD pipeline? So S3, how will you integrate with CI/CD pipeline? So generally we store artifacts in S3, build artifacts. So S3 we can use also deployment target like static files, configuration files. We can use as a deployment target S3. So the other different ways we use S3, the CI/CD artifacts, store, build artifacts, deployment target. Then automate via tool like GitHub Actions, Jenkins, AWS Code pipelines. So this automation can be achieved through GitHub Actions, Jenkins. We will be like building artifacts and then automatically stored in S3. It will be done using code pipeline Jenkins, etc. Use versioning to manage release and enable rollback. So you can have versioning. So in case you want to roll back, you can have older version. You can pick it up from S3. How do you manage S3 buckets using Terraform and CloudFormation? So we don't need to go into details, but you can say that Terraform will be creating a bucket and then will be setting rules like lifecycle rules, encryption rules, policies, those kind of things will be setting up. Like for example, here we are creating, we are providing, provider is AWS. AWS is provider for this Terraform. And then Terraform resource will be created. AWS S3 bucket name is my bucket. And uh, my resource is my bucket and bucket name is my unique S3 bucket name 1235. And then you are giving some tags and then versioning, etc. Then you can define the public access, whether it should be public access control policies, ACLs, bucket policies, all these you set up. So let's go to today's interview, like today's quiz section. So what AWS feature helps you securely allow users to upload files directly to S3? How do you, which helps you securely allows user to upload file directly to S3? Pre-signed URLs. It will help you to upload files directly to S3. What is pre-signed URL? Pre-signed URL is secure time-limited URL that gives temporary access to a private object in the bucket. So if you go to here and if you want to create a pre-signed URL, select that particular file. And then if you go to action, you will be able to create a pre-signed URL. Right here, shared with pre-signed URL. You can create a pre-signed URL, or you can share a folder for a bucket with a pre-signed URL. So here I can say how many minutes. So it's let's say 10 minutes. Create pre-signed URL, and this only 10 minutes. This link will be valid. After 10 minutes, it will be invalid. So 10 minutes. This link, whatever link I have created, it will be valid for 10 minutes. After that, I can share this with my friend or someone or users to download. After 10 minutes, it will be invalid. So that way, it will be like a secure way because If this link also getting leaked or something, then also there won't be any risk. So key point about present URL purpose allow anyone to upload, download, or view the object in S3 temporarily. It's not permanent access. Who generates it? You, the bucket owner, generate it using AWS SDK, CLI, or programmatically via code. So programmatically via code also we can generate. Expiration time you specify how long the link is valid, like 5 minutes, 1 hour, etc. Security includes authentication info in the URL so that only holder of the URL can access the object for the limited time. So use case allow user to download a private file, invoice, reports, etc. Allow temporary uploads. You can give them access for 1 day, and then allow temporary uploads. Mobile or web apps, letting users upload images or files directly to S3. Let's go to the next question. In a CI/CD pipeline, what is the common use of S3? S3 common use is for storing build artifacts. What is the first step to fix a publicly accessible S3 bucket? If access is publicly accessible, I want to fix it. So what I will do? Revoke public access and remove the bucket policy, right? Like we have seen that bucket. If I go to let's go to bucket properties. Directory of buckets. I think some other location I've created. Why it's not shown? Virginia. Okay, so I was talking about this block all public access. If it is for some reason disabled, like we can enable it so that all public access will be blocked. It doesn't matter what kind of ACLs or what kind of policy that's it. So all public will be access will be blocked. This is a quick way of blocking all the public access. So what is the first step to fix a publicly accessible S3 access bucket? Revoke public access and remove bucket policy. So revoke public access and remove bucket policy. That is answer is C. So that's it for today. Hope you like this video. Please like, share, and follow my YouTube, follow my LinkedIn page, DevOps Challenge Hub. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel. And let me know, in the comment section how you are finding these videos. And also follow my WhatsApp channel, DevOps Challenge Hub. Thank you for watching this video. See you again in the next video.